For the fans, by the fans. Welcome to the only Angels postgame show that keeps it real, win or lose. No filters, no fluff, just raw reactions right after the final out. The Golden Stamos is polished up and somebody's about to take it home. A clutch hit, a game-saving grab, or just straight up hustle. We see you. But if you played like trash, you're getting the dreaded Nacho Night Award. We saw the missed calls, we saw the blown saves, the clutch moments, and the disasters too. Your comments are front and center, and yeah, we read all of them. Wanna let loose? Call in and sound off live. No scripts, no suits, no spin. This is raw, this is real, this is where the fans take over. This is the Heady Postgame Show with Todd Fox. For the fans, by the fans.
I'm a fox. My name's Tom.
Wow. What can I say? Well, hello and welcome into a Thursday night edition of the Halos in the Infield postgame show. I'm your host, Todd Fox. Man, it's rough to come on like the other night in a 13-1 loss, but coming on in a game like this where you just got your ass kicked. And, we were in the stands because, again, we're not that fake-ass podcast that records from our mother's basement. We are there with you in the stands because Halos in the Infield is for the fans, by the fans, by the fans, for the fans, or for the fans, by the fans. Whatever. You get what I'm saying. Because we're in the stands with you, cheering with you. And, again, there was nothing to cheer about tonight. I swear to God, 9-0 right off the bat. I think this game was won and lost in the third inning. Or after the third inning. Second inning, you had back-to-back innings where the Angels had runners at the corners at least and a couple opportunities to score and squandered both opportunities. And you can say 2-0 right there, but all the momentum went straight over to the freaking Rangers, and they just kicked our ass. I mean, it was one hit after another. And on the way home from the stadium, I was listening to, our boy talk about, hey, I don't think it was that bad tonight. I think that the pitches, he got the pitches where they were supposed. No, he didn't. That's the problem with a pitcher like Jack Kowalewicz. He reminds me a lot of Omar Olivares for all you old school Angel fans. He was a sinker ball pitcher too. Very good, had electric stuff when he was on, but when he was off, anybody can hit him. Like I can hit him now. Kowalewicz has got good stuff. He's got a good changeup. He's got a very average four-seam fastball. I think that's what kills him. But his sinker is erratic at times. Like we saw against the Dodgers, he kept it down, and all they could do is swing over it and hit weak ground balls. Today, the pitches were up in the zone, and they were hitting ground balls. Like there was no home runs. It's just the fact that they were getting solid hits and they were getting, hits through the infield. I know some of you on here, like David is saying DFA. I disagree because he's got probably a better sinker than Soriano. I know it's hard to believe, but he does have a better pitch than Soriano. But he's got all kinds of upside, but upside is what this team doesn't need. So here's what I would say. I wouldn't put this one on the Angels to DFA this dude. I think it's clear that he needs to go to AAA, and because he's got options. So you wouldn't DFA him. You keep him in the minor league system and you see if he can get himself together. I think right now, if you're looking for a pitcher to come in and actually do what he's supposed to do, a lot of you are saying, like David or a lover right here saying Detmers. Once you've already made Detmers into a reliever, it's too hard to stretch him back out and get him going again. He's basically going to be in the bullpen the rest of the year. Like it or hate it, that's the move they decided to do. You're risking a serious arm trouble or issue if you were to stretch him out now. So Reed is going to stay in his spot, but here's my thing. Here's my go with. I do not go for, let's say, like a Caden Dana, because Caden Dana is just a Jack Kawanowitz 2.0. Jack Kawanowitz has good stuff, but he hasn't found it yet. He hasn't, and you can't be a good sinker ball pitcher if you cannot pinpoint your fastball. And he can't pinpoint the fastball yet. He doesn't have quite the control of his changeup like he should. So if he's not ready to be in that spot, we'll demote him. And if you put Caden Dana in there, Caden Dana's got some really good stuff, but he can't pinpoint his fastball either. However, he's starting to get it going. And then some people are like, well, what about Ryan Johnson? Ryan Johnson got sent down. He had electric stuff up here. He just had a hard time finishing batters off once you got him to 0-2. And he got lit up a little bit, right? So he decides, okay, or the team decides, let's stretch him out. Let's start him in high A baseball. And right now he's tearing it up in high A. He's going to be in Rocket City before you know it. And most likely he'll be a starter candidate, I'd say around August, September, okay? And pitching into next year. Likely he'll pitch winter ball, and they'll keep stretching him out, and they'll go from there. The guy I would give a shot to right now is a guy we saw 2 nights ago pitch like he shouldn't have been in the game as a reliever because he's been starting, and that's Hector Maderas. I think that's how you say his name. He's got good stuff, really good stuff. And he's probably your best major league pitcher ready right now. He's definitely, I think, the guy that they need to go to. And you keep Carson Fulmer in as a long reliever, sort of like a Hunter Strickland, although Hunter Strickland's way better than Fulmer. Losing Strickland for basically the rest of the year almost is going to suck. But right now, I think it's good for Kawanowitz to go down. Don't be a middle relief guy. Let's work on his pitches. Have him pitch in Salt Lake. Salt Lake sucks right now. So does Rocket City. So you could even throw him down to AA and get his confidence back before, the end of the year, throwing him in there. But right now, I would go to Hector Maderas. I've had him start and give him a shot or two because, again, the Angels are the only team in the league this season to have gone with the same starters to this point of the season. So, yeah, they have an opportunity right here to give someone the start, and I'd say go to Hector right now. I think he's the best option to fill in right now because tonight you're going to continue to get these performances, and all they could talk about was, well, the bullpen was saved because of last night. They pitched so many guys. They didn't have to pitch a third or 2/3 or an inning only. That was on the Angels' mismanagement. And they were praising the fact that we threw Newman tonight and Fulmer tonight. It's like, well, you saved the bullpen. It's like, man, you guys got to stop with that narrative. The Angels' hitting was the way it was, man. What can I say? They're now 36-15 when scoring 4 runs or more. But tonight, I mean, I don't even think you could count that one. There was a lot of garbage time runs in this one. It wasn't even like straight up. The Angels just got their butts kicked. I mean, 11-4, 4 runs on 10 hits. They did get some hits out there. 3 hits for Neto. But Trout went 0 for 4, disappointing. Taylor Ward did a 2-run homer. Yeah, I mean, guy like Ohapi went 1 for 3. He had 13 strikeouts by the team. So after only striking out a season low 2 strikeouts last night, they made Patrick Corbin look like a beast tonight. The Rangers worked 6 walks. And Patrick Corbin, who's been a disappointment for most of his career, had a couple good years with Arizona and Washington, but he's been bad the last several years. And he made mincemeat of the Angels. Just 2 runs, 7 hits allowed, 2 walks, 6 strikeouts. Kwanowicz 2 2/3, 8 runs, 8 hits, 3 walks, 3 strikeouts, 70 pitches, and then Fulmer came in and mopped it up with 3 runs. Yeah, I think this is it for Kwanowicz. I don't think we see, because obviously his next start would be in the second half. That's not going to happen. He's not going to get that start to start off the second half, dude. He's done. I think you're going to see them either go out and get a pitcher, or they're gonna decide to promote Hector in as a starter, and then you'll see the next one to go, I believe, is Hendricks. I think Hendricks will leave the rotation at some point here soon. A couple of you guys have been mentioning Silseth, and Silseth has not been pitching all that great. In fact, I could pull up their numbers right now. Let me see, and give you possible pitchers from down under that could possibly pitch for the Angels. Let's see here on the roster here. Pull it up. We got these stupid advertisements on this page, man. It's crazy. There we go. Roster. Because they lost again tonight. I mean, they've been bad. You got Sean Anderson down there. I got to look at hold on. Let me look at the pitching here. Yeah, here's your pitchers. Kenyon Yovan, he's only 24. He's got some good stuff. You got Tuki Toussaint down there. Chase Silseth, he's actually injured currently. Surprise, surprise. This year he's 3-1 with a 4.15 ERA. 8 games started, 30 pitches or 30 innings, 33 strikeouts. He's still not there yet. Let's see who else you got that can possibly pull up. Let's see. You have, yeah, see, Sammy Peralta's not really a viable pitcher either. He kind of sucks. Let's see, Dakota Hudson. He's 26 years old. Let's see what he's got. He's pitching to a 7 ERA. I'm telling you, Salt Lake and Rocket City are not the teams they were last year. That's for damn sure. You got Jake Eder, who came up here for a cup of coffee, lefty. He's 26, but he's pitching to a 6 ERA down there. Let's see again, Dana's numbers right now. He's 4-6 with a 6 ERA and 11 games started, so he's struggling too. So he's not exactly tearing it up. He's trying to find his way down there too. There's really no one to go to in Double-A. Like I said, other than Medeiros, I think he's in Triple-A, I should say. In Double-A, you got better pitchers that you can go to possibly to fill the void. Because there's going to be a void, dude, for sure. And again, you have nobody down there. Even you guys are bringing up Clausen. Clausen stinks too right now. There's a lot of guys who are just not pitching. Lover says, would you trade Ward for pitching? Absolutely. I think you can get one major league ready player for him, plus a nice bullpen piece or someone that could fit in the minor league system. So yeah, there's that. Do we even need to go over the player of the game? It's been a long day for me. My voice is still fighting its way back. And this game, I mean, there's no reason to go into the highlights. They killed us, dude. I'm telling you, 7 spot in the 3rd inning after the Angels blow back-to-back innings, leaving runners on base all over the place. That was it, man. So let's just go over the player of the game. Let's just give it to Garcia. He gets the Golden Stamos tonight. And then the worst player of the game. Geez, who's that going to go to? We'll play that one.
For the worst performance of the night. Congratulations. You played yourself.
Moldy cheese, stale chips, what a sight. All your dreams gone tonight. Had a bad night, lost the fight. No more crunch, just take a bite. It's the Nacho Night Award.
Well, the Nacho Night Award goes to Jack Kwanowicz, which is probably most likely the last start you're going to see from him for quite some time, and that's not just because of the All-Star break. If you look at his overall numbers, not good. Not good at all. At home, his splits, I mean, they're just all bad, dude. His last few starts, 4 1/3 against Baltimore on the 13th of June. He took a loss in that one 2-0. He only gave 2 runs and 4 hits, but threw a lot of pitches. Against the Yankees, he got the win 5 1/3, only 2 runs against 2 hits again. But the 23rd, 5 innings, 4 runs, 6 hits. Next one, 2 runs, 5 hits, and only 4 innings. He hasn't put it together. He just hasn't put it together this season, and he's not the answer. He's definitely not the answer at starter. And with numbers of 3 and 9 with a 6.3 ERA and a 1.63 WHIP, that's not going to get the job done. And I feel that he can get it going at some point, but right now is not the time. I think you got to give it to somebody else right now, and I think this is what's going to happen moving forward. So, everyone's sad about the team. What do you think our issue is? Too much analytics, Ethan. Way too much analytics. And embarrassing. Newman is going twice in 4 games. You should never. If I was manager, people, I would never have a position player throw unless we were down like 18-1. There's no way. I don't concede to that at all. I just don't like how this team is allowing this crap to happen. I don't like it whatsoever. So with that being said, we got someone here trying to check in over here, Ethan. On if you go over to YouTube, hit me up for a link, and I'll shoot you a link if you want to join in, because I can't get it over on TikTok because of what we're running right here. So, let's see. I agree. That's why Montgomery has to step down as interim manager. Well, I mean, if you lose him, the only guy that I'm scared for if we lose is basically Enright. I really like Enright as pitching coach. Some may like him, some don't, but I do like him. I wanted to just get rid of the analytics team. Sauerback and all his guys from Boston need to get the fuck out of town. So please let my Padres have Taylor Ward. Well, what are you going to give us, Coach Pickle? Because I will take a Taylor Ward trade from the Padres. That's for sure. If we can get some good players back. JT kicks it off over here on YouTube. I've always thought that Detmer should be the 5th starter since the beginning of the year. Jack needs to go to AAA. It's too late to get Jack out there. I'm telling you. Newman pitches tonight. Jim says the Pac-Man race was good. Martin Maldonado for Ward. That's funny. Also sprinkled trash straight to dog shit tonight. Fulmer should start. I don't know about that either. Blood Moon says another ass kicking by mediocre Rangers took 9 runs to pull your pitcher out. Really? Yep. Also, the Rays and Red Sox slaying this weekend. Mariners playing Tigers. Rangers playing a tough Astros. So the Angels need to get this good weekend. Yes, sir. And like I said, Ethan, if you want to jump on the live, you got to come on over onto YouTube. Ward is going to walk. Need to trade him. Well, he's got a year more of control actually through arbitration. But we can get some guys for him because he's not just a freaking rental. Also, the AI photo was good. Yeah, I did one of Roger Lodge in a Dodger uniform. Also, first 7 hitters were singles for Texas. Also, you got the Deos weren't that bad tonight, or were so bad. Yeah, I didn't hear too many of these. Also, Taylor Ward for Luis Diaz. I like that too, but it ain't gonna happen. Jack Kwanowitz never should touch an MLB mound ever again. Also, call up Ryan Johnson. It's too late, too early for that. Spritz a clock, Mateo says. He's checking in.
Yeah! I love winning, man. I fucking love winning. You know what I'm saying? It's like better than losing.
Spritz o'clock, Angels play. Win or lose, we toast today. Sip and cheer, no matter score. Spritz o'clock, let's pour some more. Spritz o'clock, let's pour some more.
fucking love winning. You know what I'm saying?
Nacho night for Jack Perry and Yahoo Artie. Also, Hoppy says package Koch and Ohapi to AAA for some confidence to build them back up. Also, Luke Johnson says it was good run and we lasted quite a while, but being decent. But if we can see y'all in Tempe, so he's already starting to throw in the towel. I don't know if it should go that way. Let's make Rendon the manager. Oh my God. Also, Steph says, oh my God, let's stop putting pitchers in situations to fail. How about we develop them and help them refine their pitches? That would be the way to go, Steph, for sure. Also, trade Dana and another prospect for Joe Ryan. Todd, balls in my mouth as he came by and did a drive-by. That was pretty funny tonight. Good seeing you, Patrick.
For you to check out what I want. I want balls and
John Stamos.
Also, we have the link there if Ethan wants to jump on. Tyler says also 500 is an improvement from last place last year. Absolutely. Yeah, he's definitely this team has definitely gone somewhere if they could finish 500, but can they? Also, we could have made some ground up with Houston and Seattle losing, but of course we're a bunch of wieners. Steph, also Victor Medeiros right there. My bad. Also, Steph says these guys are young who needs good pitching, coaching, and a minor league level so they can prepare for MLB batters. Absolutely. B-Train checks in with maybe we should friggin' think about giving Jack a break. You think? Dude's had a 6 ERA all friggin' year. Yeah, he has not been our best. That is damn sure. Still, Seth will be in the rotation after the break. We'll see, man. I mean, he's not doing much better. Our front office is by far the worst. Absolutely. Taco James Sunday. Balls, and oh no, we suck again. Yeah, this one was a tough one, dude.
Time for you to check out what I want. I want balls and oh no! We suck again.
Yep. Also, Jack Offowitz might need to sort things out in AAA. Too bad. He has great stuff. I think eventually he'll get it together. Luke says already out of time to get the sell shirts in full force, and we might have to start selling those again. eBay says, is there a timeline for Robert Stevenson's coming back? No, still nothing on him. Guys have been hurt after him and recouped and came back already, and he's still not close apparently. What's Aldegari's numbers right now? After you've seen him last night, I don't want to see him up here at all either. Steph says you don't get a discount what Fulmer did tonight. The guy wore it for the team in the first inning. The Angels, he deserves some credit. He did. Also, Patrick says I paid money to watch that garbage. Yep. Strange says reminding myself that this team is simply not playoff caliber. Unload Ward, Jansen, Mancada, and draft Holiday or keep Mancada, trade Renifo, and draft Doyle. Either way, the D's nuts. So I don't know, man. I mean, maybe that works, maybe it doesn't, but
These nuts. Got him. Got him.
Also, let's go with a trade for Lugo. We got Buttercup tonight. Silseth is on a rehab assignment in Arizona through 2 innings. Yeah, well, he could be another guy too. Also, Steph says, can we talk about why these minor league pitchers are struggling? Is it them or something else? I think it's a little something else. I don't think it's all them. I think it's a lot of the coaching down there, and also it's just the fact that in AAA those ballparks are made for hitters. So yeah, but they shouldn't all be struggling. Maybe it is something else that we don't know yet. I haven't followed them religiously like I have the Angels. Dead says it is pronounced Detmers, not Detmers. I know I'm bad at English. I could barely talk it. Ethan, I'm telling you, click the link that I put out there. If you click the link or you copy and paste it, you could jump in on your thing. So there you go. Can we hire Wally Backman as manager? I'm not sure about that. We suck again right now. The hitting coach needs to be fired. Also, the section Patrick says when 112 behind home plate was $27, and I still feel like I was robbed by 714 tickets. Swole again says, when is more coming back? He's going to be back after the All-Star break. Put it. You could take that to the bank and book it. Tony C says the Angels better not push the panic button. Do not trade Neto, Reed, Detmers. Leave the bullpen the way it is. Do not mess with them. Also, Patrick Creel says, was Papa Fox one in the black hat with a Packers jersey? No, that's my friend Jim. But my dad's a skinnier guy and much shorter. I hope Wash is doing okay, but he was looking a little fat. Ooh.
This fat son of a bitch is gonna drown us all out.
Calm down, okay? All right?
He's fat.
We are truly myopic, folks. Thank you, Tyler. Double Down says, I wish the Angels would go into full rebuild mode, starting with Artie. And I don't think they're ever going to do that. They would have already did that if that was the case. 4 games out, must win Friday. Also, you got Swole again saying, will the Angels make a move for manager during All-Star break? No. Corey says, who do you think will be our second pick on Sunday? I'm hoping for another starter. I hope we nail the starter we want in the first pick. And then I think from what we were talking about on the Taylor Blake Ward show with Fernando, they were talking about the draft. And I think the Angels have 5 picks in the first 109 picks. So that's pretty good. You can get yourself a couple good starters at least out of those. So that's why I would go, because obviously starting pitching is a problem still with this organization. The Texas Bats have been asleep all year. What a time to wake up. DFA Ward and Soler. Chris says, I thought I heard some DFA chants when Kowanowitz was finally pulled. Q, gather all up your shit and leave. Man, oh man, yeah.
Well, then get your shit together. Get it all together and put it in a backpack. All your shit, so it's together. And if you gotta take it somewhere, you know? Take it to the shit store and sell it. Or put it in a shit museum. I don't care what you do. You just gotta get it together.
Get your shit
together.
Janice says, glad Taylor Ward is hitting so we can get some players for next year and beyond. It just depends if we're going to be able to pull those trades. That's what we're going to have to do. We're going to have to pull the trades and make the right trades with the right teams, man. I don't want to give these guys away for nothing either. And no, I'm not ruining it.
You're ruining it. Ruining.
Also, Grimmaster says, Todd, you got me all fired up. Well, that would be this guy right here with his show.
You guys are crazy. Hello, Halo Nation. Hello, Halo hopefuls, and welcome back. What's going on, everybody? My name is Gavin Carlson. Don't get it twisted. You've probably heard of Viagra or Cialis. It's hard. It's hard. Oh, man, it feels great. Oh, yummy. Oh, how about a yummy? Oh, come on! Magic! Oh my goodness. Guys, tasting nut.
That's disgusting. That is not exactly how I want to sell my advertisements or advertisers for Viagra. I mean, you do your thing, boo, I guess. Eric Ward says there's no more excuses. Jack Kowanowitz has to go. He had a he has regressed terribly and his confidence looks shaken. There's no way we can't find anyone to replace this guy. Dan Rio says, see you at the game tomorrow, Todd. My son Nolan Ryan will be here from Arizona. I will be there too, my friend. So hopefully come by and say hi and everything else like that. Might get you those beers I owe you. Geez, so we're already caught up on comments. And look, when there's a game like this, and you can catch up on the comments this fast. There's still like 90 people on here and then like 15, 20 over there on TikTok. It's, we don't have our normal numbers, but you guys are the hardcore fans. You guys are the ones that are still wanting to talk Angels baseball, hear Angels baseball, whatever. And it's tough to go through games like this because it's like you want this team to be better. And again, after coming after a game where they played really hard against the Rangers, won a back and forth 11-8 game. Not pretty, but it was fun to then come back and get the wood laid to you again for the second time in 4 games. It's very frustrating. Perfect case scenario for me is if the Angels can go in there and sweep the Diamondbacks. I don't see it happening, but I'm just saying that would be the perfect case scenario to sweep them and move into at least 500 at the All-Star break. But if we don't sweep them, we're obviously going to be under 500. So there's no chance of us getting over 500 before the break. So that's the disappointing thing. Slimon says, send down Jack and Zephyr John and bring up Dana and Johnson. Can't be worse than now. Dana's still working on stuff, man, and he's going to take some beatings. And until that ERA comes down, I think he's right where he's going to be. Johnson's still trying to get his self together. He's making big time strides, but he's not ready either. So again, you're either going to go free agency right here to fill a hole, or you're going to pull up for the minors. I don't think there's going to be trades that are going to be working to help us out. Also, why the fuck did we start Wade in any game? Dude is useless. He did have an RBI single tonight, but I get what you're saying. He's terrible defensively, and he can't throw. And he's not much of a hitter, as we know. He's not batting even 200. I felt that was really stupid to sit Shonawell, because Shonawell hits lefties really good, and obviously, Lamont doesn't. So tough one tonight. Tony C says buyers or sellers. I think they're going to be buyers or sellers if they keep fading, but we'll see. How about a yummy tasting nut? I already played that one already, but maybe we'll get the picture right there. No sign of Rally Chris, go figure. Man, Joshua's on it, dude. He's like, I don't see him when we lose. I do see him when we win. Joshua's all like this to Rally Chris.
Oh no! What happened? Oh no! How terrible! That's just awful. How terrible! Oh no!
By the way, here's your Gavin.
Had me fired up. What's going on, everybody? My name is Gavin Carlson, former credentialed journalist in the LA area. How about a yummy tasting nut? If you don't know who I am, what's going on, everybody? My name is Gavin Carlson, former credentialed journalist in the LA area. Spent not 1, not 2, not 3, but 4 years covering UCLA sports, specifically with the Daily Bruin, writing articles, conducting interviews, all that good stuff. Cracking to a good source of protein with how about a yummy tasting nut. I love the nut. Yummy, yummy, yummy. Had me fired up.
Oh man, I'm still coughing. Did you see Jazz Chiselholm is participating? Yikes. That's weird, Tamir. That is weird. I don't see much power from that guy, but watch him win it. Angels fan for life says, who are we drafting on Sunday? Hopefully a starting pitcher from the SEC, but we'll see. Other than that, I don't know who they're going to go with right now. If you want to get more in depth on it, go to our YouTube page and click on the button right there to, what is it? The Taylor Blake Ward episode, the latest episode. That'll explain the draft really good, because they go into pretty good depth and break it down on who the best players that fit the Angels organization. So that's a pretty good watch right there. A way to help us out, or here's the thing. Well, I got everybody on here. I just want to mention 714 tickets to get 10% off no matter what kind of sporting event or concert you're going to. It's the best thing to do, best thing to use. HITI in the promo to get 10% off. The price you see is the price you get. There's no hidden fees, no service charges, no taxes. After that, I want to bring this up in Fountain Valley on September 7th. We are doing a charity event with Logan O'Hoppe. And if you want to participate, I know it's a little steep. Now, here's what I'm going to do to throw a little incentive in it. We need 2 teams. There's going to be basically 30 lanes of bowling at this particular bowling alley. There's going to be former Angel players there and current ones. If you join the Angels squad on that day, if you sign up through the website, I could put the link out there tomorrow as an advertisement for our Instagram page and other social media. If you guys do this, we need 2 teams basically of 3 or 4 people. They don't have to be all on the same team, so we can mix everybody up. You know, if one person can only pay for the package, because the package right now is going for $135, and you get to bowl. I think it's for like 2 hours. The money goes to charity, and you get to meet and greet with all the baseball players there. But if you use our promo code when you buy the package, it goes down to like $115, $116, around there, right? Now, when you do that, you also get Halos in the Infield shirts, and you also get a hat from us, and you get an autograph from Logan O'Hoppe. So that's the incentive to be on our Halos in the Infield podcast team. We're the only ones getting the O'Hoppe love. So if you guys want to be and you're good at bowling, go to sign up at probably put the link on there tomorrow. I'm just giving you a rundown if you're interested. If not, private message me. I could send you the link and everything. It's pretty cool. It's going to be September 7th. So there's still going to be baseball players because last year, Hoppy was it was after the season. So a lot of the only other player that came out was Mickey Moniak. You had Gooby there. You had Erica Weston. You had Clyde Wright. And I forget a couple other people were there. But this year, you're going to have more players because it's in season. So you're not going to get a Mike Trout, but you may get a Zach Neto. You might, you may get a Shonawell. I'm not sure. So I can't really tell you. All I know is that there's like at least 3 or 4 current players that are going to be there. So maybe a Joe Adell. And then there's also going to be former players there. And then obviously all your guys from AM 830 and from FanDuel will be there as well. So that's what's coming up on September 7th. So I implore you, if you want to do that, you can get the discount with us. Eric, I don't know if I'm going to make the Shonawell thing. I may have something came up earlier, so I may not be at the Shonawell signing this Saturday. So if you want to private message me or whatever, I could shoot you a text or I'll shoot you my number and then we could talk that way too. Also, will Hoppy get a bunch of strikes in a secondary sport? Hey, the way he's swinging right now, he should be really good at bowling. Just saying. Janice says also, what's your opinion on the Dodgers pitchers going down so much? Something in the regiment, maybe. Love the Heady guy's analysis. My husband is a big fan too. Well, I appreciate you too. And you two lovely people have a good rest of your night too. But I will say this, Janice, the Dodgers have a lot of problems because they obviously don't stretch out their guys the right way, which I don't understand because they have the biggest, bestest payroll to get the best, dietitians. They should have the best trainers. So I'm not sure. I don't know if they're pushing their guys too hard or they're not pushing them enough. Because I think a lot of these baseball players, especially the pitchers, why they tell them to come in and pitchers and catchers report early because they got to get their arms loose. All I'm saying is that I think a lot of these pitchers need to pitch year round. It's probably good for them to be in winter ball or have, their own training staff check in with the training staff. Maybe they get paid a little bit more since they're going to be going year round because that's how you avoid all these injuries. If you just go like balls to the wall and then your season's over abruptly and you're not really doing your stretching, you're not really taking care of yourself, keeping in the same mindset and the regimen, then all of a sudden you start throwing right before the pitchers and catchers report. Yeah, you're going to be behind the curve. You're stressing your arm out with the different angles nowadays. You're better susceptible to getting Tommy John, rupturing a tendon, getting forearm stiffness, dead arm, all that stuff, man. And I think that's what happened and scared the living crap out of Stevenson. And that's why we haven't seen him back, because I think in his case, he's very much mental with it. Because when you have a huge surgery like that, you're very tentative. If you've ever broken anything or if you've severely sprained your ankle, because I fractured my ankle one time, and I remember how I was so tentative to play basketball, and I wrapped that sucker up in the most strongest ankle wrap I possibly could. And I was skittish to jump and everything. I didn't want to risk it again. And sometimes it could be weaker if you go ice skating with a messed up ankle or with arm like that. It's a big surgery at Tommy John. So you could feel it. It pops a lot. So until everything flattens out, you're going to get popping noises. You might get scar tissue, all kinds of stuff. So Stevenson, I think it's more mental with him. I think physically he's there, but it's not really there right now. I've been hearing Eli Willett's name a lot with Liam Doyle. Liam Doyle is probably the pitcher the Angels would be eyeing because he's a left-handed power pitcher. He pitches in the SEC, Tennessee ties to Ben Joyce and to Christian Moore. So these guys know him and probably are nudging freaking Perry at the same time. Chris is doing work, says Mike Trout has made me despise solo home runs. There you go. He's Captain Solo, and that's what we don't need. I mean, that 2-run homer he hit yesterday was very refreshing, but still. Patrick says, dude, there was 4 Dodger fans in front of me just heckling everyone saying that they're going to win the World Series. The Angels said, blah, blah, blah. I fucking hate these Dodgers fans that show up. Yeah, because they can't afford their own stadium. They're dickheads that just look for attention. That's all they do, man. That is all they do. They want you to freaking yell at them or say something so that they can bring out the ring thing. Because again, if they didn't win last year, that 2020 was a ring pop. They hadn't won anything since 87. Dodgers players make so much money that they could personally pay a stretch coach for every game. Yes, Tamir 20, absolutely, 100%. Trout should lead off since he's getting on base. Trout, not clutch. I actually think Trout should be 5 or 6 in the lineup. I think your core 5 should take that position at some point. I think it should be Neto, Moore, what is it called? Neto, Moore. When Ohapi gets his bat going again, Ohapi 3rd, Adele 4th, and then Shonawell 5th, or you could put Shonawell 3rd. I mean, there's things you could do. I'd put the core 5 right there. Dodgers fans think about the Angels more than their own team. I agree. If we get by Arizona, I think we should sell for sure. If we get beat up by Arizona, I should say. Tamir 20 says, I think Joe Adele should hit 3rd. I wouldn't have a problem with that. Darno, main catcher, at least for right now. Meanwhile, we won a World Series in the steroid era, the most difficult era in baseball history, full of role players. But Dodgers fans will put their fingers in their ears and go, la, 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 la. No way Trout should be at 3. Dude can't even hit 250. That's true. That is true. Vic says, how about them Stros? If you're looking for a podcast about the Astros, go to Bourbon and Baseball. You'll find that one. Pretty good. That's an Astros one. Chris says, yeah, it was frustrating when Pujols never got moved in the lineup. This team loves to be complacent. That is for sure. I think we're going to cut it a little short tonight, obviously, because we got our asses just kicked and my throat's starting to bug me a little bit more. I need to go back to the medicine. I know a couple of you have been saying tequila. I can't do it whether I drink or gargle it. It sucks. I was waiting for Ethan. You saw it. But Ethan never got on. I put the link there. All you had to do was click it and get on. So we'll call it a night. But tomorrow, if you want to come down to the stands and watch us or come by and say hi at 260, we're going to be there at 260. And hopefully the Angels can get back on the winning side of things tomorrow. And let's see. Koch should deactivate his Instagram after that one. I didn't even know he had one. If I played in the majors, I would not have social media. That is for damn sure, dude. That can kill you in a heartbeat, man. With all the negativity out there. Also, Ward was so lazy tonight. Hope we trade him. He was exactly what we know he is. At least we split the series. Could have been worse. Anthony says good night. Anthony Henson, my bad, man. Anthony Henson, just another Halo of victory on Facebook. Give that dude a like. He's a cool ass person. When he makes it back to the stadium, because right now he's rehabbing from an accident, but when he gets back to the stadium, definitely one of the nicest Angels fans and the coolest Angels fans you'll ever will meet. Shout out to my boy Anthony, man. I'm glad you got on here. I hope you're feeling better too. Great guy, great fan, cool to talk baseball with. That dude is the man. Also, Chris doing work says, appreciate you. We loyal though. When we win it all, it's going to be dope. Yes. And that's what I'm looking forward to. When we can clinch something, believe you me, we will have a big ass party. I will invite everybody. We will do something huge. Let's see. Prodigy says, can someone get me the game or get me to the game? Maybe. I don't know. Few last comments right here. Stephanie says, even better is whiskey, honey, and lemon. Oh, I got the whiskey. I'm actually going to try that one. Also, Archangel says, try warm water with lemon juice, honey, and a pinch of salt, tea and honey, and also warm water and salt and rinse. Ooh, not the favorite of that, but I'll try those. I will try that. I don't have social media, and it's all a cancer. Do you think we should put Newman in the rotation? No, not even close. And yes, I will go to bed, Anthony. I appreciate that. Also, Gavin has the Viagra with gargles with it in his throat. Also, would you rather be an Astros fan or a Dodgers fan? Astros. No, I'm not trying the baby oil. But see, I'm getting the coughing attack right now. It's going to get really nasty. So let me hit that bourbon whiskey. I got some honey jack as well. So thank you everybody for coming on. I promise I'll be here tomorrow, a little late because I'm going to the game. If you're going to the game, come by 260 and say hi, won't you? Patrick did tonight and a few others did as well. For Todd Fox and everybody on the Halos of the Infield Network, appreciate you, and let's get that W tomorrow because I'm tired of losing. Good night, everybody.